was, when they said Molly Ward, I went, oh, thank goodness.
But I'm Sheila Chalk, and I'm the captain precinct for the Democratic Party. I handed out my little flyers 40 feet away, and we had some people who were handicapped. And we had one person, it was the husband and the wife, right here with a handicap sticker in the handicap, and they wanted to vote right here on the curb. And she told them that if they could walk in, they needed to walk. And they said, you know, they had a lot of problems, they have a lot of medical problems, they didn't want to walk. And she said they had to walk, so they walked in. We've had several people who were on the curb, and they were doing curbside voting. One young lady, her daughter was blind, and she was really handicapped, and she was very handicapped herself. She said she can't stand long. So we asked Mr. Garland Ross, he was the chief. I introduced myself when I came this morning, no problem. He comes out every time, and I also have Robin Glover, who works with me, who can go get just the paper if they need to sign the affidavit, and she takes the we take the voter registrations card, and we take the license to Mr. Ross, and we asked him if he needed someone from the inside to come out, and he wants to be that person, and that's no problem. But when the lady with the blind, handicapped, severely handicapped daughter, because I saw her, the daughter couldn't go in, and the mother said she could not stand. And we can't determine. We're not MDs. We can't determine. She's not an MD. She told me she was a lawyer, and she said she hadn't been a lawyer in 20 years, but she's a lawyer. She's from from Maryland. A bunch of them came down. They go from precinct to precinct. Her name is
Lee Jackson.
Lee Williams. Oh. Lee Williams. And we just asked her who she with. All she says is voter. What was the election ones? What are they called?
Voter protection.
Voter protection. And the election protections, they just left. She won't talk to them. She told them they need to get 40 feet away. And they were like, well, if we don't know who you are, you need to be 40 feet away. I'm not getting in it because I'm just a captain.
Is it resolved now?
I don't know. We haven't had anybody yet. And she said, well, I had told her I would get lunch. That's no problem. But then I found out we could only get lunch for the people who work for, you know, the parties that we're in. So she came right over and wanted a sandwich, and I had promised a young student, she's a law student at George Washington, Kelly, that she could have lunch. I think she's a little intimidated. She didn't get her sandwich, and I was going to bring her a sandwich. I got an extra sandwich. I don't mind. You can be McCain, you can be Obama. Right. I don't mind breaking bread with anyone. Right. Just tell me who you're with. I don't care. Right. But don't treat the handicapped that way. It doesn't matter if they have a sticker. If they say they're handicapped, we're supposed to serve them. I got a piece of paper, number 10 says, over 65 or physically challenged. We don't know. I'm not an MD. I'm just an MT, medical technologist. But we can't challenge them. They're supposed to be able. And I'm just worried about later tonight at 6 or 5 when they get off.
Has somebody from the electoral board been by yet? Because they were going to come by.
I know Mamie Law came. I haven't seen the electoral board people. It's 3 people. I got their names.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them. But Mamie Locke came, and I explained it to her. She talked to him. Mr. Vinton Gates, he's my area coordinator. He talked to her.
Okay.
I let her talk to Gayleen Knorton because I know her personally. I have her number.
Right.
She said anything happened, call me. She talked to her. She didn't let me talk to Gayleen. She hung up. She was like, I know my rights. I know what to do. I know what to tell people.
Is she still over there?
Yes.